Hi, I'm Connie Townsend, group fitness instructor and personal trainer. I'm here with a couple friends from the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. I have Luana and I have Nancy here today. We're going to lead you in a workout that you can do from home. Just grab a chair, one without rollers, so it stays put. And a little bit later, we'll be using one weight. So you can grab anything in the house that has a little weight to it. Okay, now we're going to start with a warm-up. Now, a chair exercise is automatically a good core exercise, strengthening those muscles in the middle of the body, because we have to sit up tall the whole time. So we're going to sit tall, we're going to pull our shoulders back, we're going to draw our navel toward the spine, and march. So over time, your body wants to kind of slouch down. So you're always readjusting to stay nice and tall, head is high. Now try to sit on the edge of your chair if you can. If your back needs more support, then you can scoot all the way back and lean against the chair. But if possible, sit on the edge. 4, 3. All right, let's inhale up and down. And up, and down. Getting the shoulders warmed up. One more time. Okay, we're going to hold our arms out front and just march. Keep the shoulders from creeping up. Keep the shoulder blades down your back. Remember, you're nice and tight in the abdominals. Stay tall. Side. So without even moving, we're warming up those shoulders and the arms, the back and the chest. Woo, legs are getting tired. Now let's go up, hold. Now we won't hold it as long here. Let's bring a knee up and pull, 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 pull. So you're alternating knees up, trying to sit tall still. Pull, pull. Woo! In 4, 3. Let's make it a kick. So you're straightening, straightening. And we're going to pull. So we have a little turn here. We're pulling and turning. Pull, pull. Gets the torso to rotate a little. Almost there. In 4, 3. Okay, let's just bounce the heels. So you're readjusting on your chair, sitting tall. Letting the front of those legs relax a little because they get tired. Let's do some heel taps. Out front, front, tap, tap. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're going to hold it. You're scooched to the edge of the chair. We're going to hold on tight. We don't want it to slide out from under us. Now this leg is straight. Pull the toes in. Keep that chin up. Let's come forward with a flat back. And up. So you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Come on down. We're going to add the arm. We're going to take the arm and sweep and up. So we've also sped it up a little. 4, 3, 2. One more time. All right, bring the arm down. Sit tall, heel tap. So we've got a bit of rhythmic motion to get the body warmed up, get the blood flowing. But we also took a moment there to do a moving stretch of the leg. In 4, 3, 2, now hold. Okay, leg is straight, shoulders are back, let's come forward. Hold on to the chair, and up. And one more like that. Now you can always just continue with a slow stretch like that. Or we're gonna come down and up. Keeping the chin lifted a little bit. Don't look way up, but keep the head neutral. That leg is straight. The toe is pulled up. One more. All right, let's take that leg that was straight, bend it, and cross it over the other one. Still sitting tall. Now we're gonna just grab hold of it and pull it into our chest a little bit, sit up a little tall. You can feel that stretch around the hip. Okay, now just kind of put it down. Let's straighten that arm and pull back. So that stretches the front of that shoulder and across the chest and around the rib cage. And back to center. Let's open both arms and forward and then back up. Okay, let's cross that other leg over. Pull it in and sit up tall. You're feeling that stretch around that hip. Okay, now just release it. Sit cross-legged or put the leg down. Stretch that arm out. Let's pull back. And face it front, leg down. And let's push forward, look down. Stretch the upper back. All right, we've warmed up a little. We've stretched a little. Let's raise up, open. And then we'll continue in our chair. We'll work our legs and keep our heart rate up. Okay, this next section we are going to be doing some squats, some sit to stands. We'll be actually starting in a standing position. So put your feet chair width apart, feet are right under those knees. We're going to lean forward to put the body weight in those heels and stand. So we're starting in a standing position. Now those feet are in that same chair width position. We're going to go down for 3 little mini squats, not sitting all the way. So looks like this. It's 1, 2, 3. Stand up. Now, depending on how high the chair is, you might feel it under the legs, but we're not sitting yet. Now, just like a regular squat, our body weight's in those heels and we're pressing through the heels as we stand up. Now, I'm going to show you a little add-on if you want to. You can bring those feet a little closer in if you need to. As you stand up, you can try a knee up. Now we're working on our balance and coordination. Alternate your knees. So you can just stand up, or as you stand, you can lift the knee up in front of the hip. Woo! Legs are starting to get tired. One more each. Just do what you can. We're pulling the navel toward the spine. All right. Now reposition those legs. right in front of the chair legs. You're about that far from the chair. Now we're actually going to sit all the way down. So you sit, make sure you know where your chair is. And we're going to be standing back up again. So you lean into those heels and up and down. So you're sitting all the way down this time. Now you can speed it up or you can slow it down. If you're still having trouble getting up out of the chair, even though we're leaning forward, maybe lean a little further forward. Or perhaps be by a tabletop or another chair and let yourself have some help getting up and down. The object is we're trying to make those legs strong enough that we don't need help getting up out of the chair. Our legs can do it. One more. And up. And back down. Bring the legs hip width apart. Remember, you're still sitting on the edge of the chair, sitting tall. Arms up at chest height, shoulder height. Now the elbows are sticking out to the side. We're going to take that leg and step out and in. Now it's not just the foot, so don't just step out. The whole leg steps. We're going to add the arms. Just straighten, bend, straighten, bend. So it's like an alternating one-legged jumping jack. Shoulders relaxed, don't let them creep up. 4, 3, now heel taps out front. Sit tall. 4, 3, we're going back to those jacks, one then the other. Now I'm going to show you a modification a little harder. So you can just do one at a time, or you can jump both. 4, 3, back to the heel taps. Let's push this time. Now I'll show you a harder version here. Try to tap both heels. Woo, much harder. 4, 3, go back to the jacks. Remember, you can do one and then the other, or both. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Heel taps, either one and the other, or both. Do a little of each maybe. 4, 3, back to jacks. 4, 3, 2, heel taps. Woo! 4, 3. Last one there. Let's bounce those heels. So we have to let the top of the leg relax a little. We use a lot of those hip flexor muscles. Remember to always be sitting tall. All right, remember where we started with our knees up, pulling down? Let's do that now. 4, 3. Now make it a kick and pull around. 4, 3. Back to knees up, pull, 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 pull. In 4, 3. Pull around and kick, kick, or straighten that leg. 4, 3. Knees up. 4, 3, and pull around. Woo! 4, 3. Let's just bounce those heels. Okay, readjusting. Let's widen out those legs to chair width apart. Okay, we'll start this with going back to our sit to stands. Here we go. Up and down. Remember to lean forward. Keeping the shoulders back though. Our back is straight. One more. Let's stand and do our 3 hovers. 1, 2, 3, up. Now remember, you can bring those feet a little closer. Do a knee up. So we can get really creative with using a chair. You can do all kinds of movements on a chair and get a lot of good exercise. Heart rate's up. One more. Woo! And let's just march it out. Okay, bring that heart rate down gradually. Go get a drink, and then we'll do some more work with our chair. Okay, we're sitting again because we're going to be doing some slower, smaller movements. We're going to be working a lot of our core, so we're always keeping the navel pulled in and nice and tall. We're going to start with some leg circles. So, it's our favorite thing. We don't like these much. We're going to sit on the edge of the chair. You can hold on tight, sit up tall. We're going to just put one leg out and point it and start circling. Now it's hard to move the leg as you're sitting nice and tall and still. The body really wants to help with it. We don't want to let it help. Other way. So you're working all the leg muscles, you're working all the core muscles. Woo! You might only be able to do a couple circles and then rest. All right, bring it down. Arms are up. We're going to bring our elbow across to the knee as it comes up. So we'll start with this knee. Kind of slow. And elbow to knee. Turn. We're rotating in the torso, using all those core muscles. Now we're using the muscles that are around the sides, the obliques. Trying to get that leg up off the ground. It really does not come across. The leg, the knee just comes straight up. All right, in 4, 3, one more. Woo! Now we have to do the other leg for those circles. So you're sitting on the edge. Leg is out, point that toe, kind of lock the knee, and just circle it around. Now, if you really need a modifier for this and you just can't circle that straight leg, if it's too heavy for you, you can bend, and it's like you're just circling that knee then. Other way. Sit tall, sit tall. Ooh, it gets tired fast. And bring it down. Woo. Okay, back to our knees up, elbow to knee. Now keep the elbows back. We're not just bringing the elbow across. That would be cheating. We need to turn. Woo, almost there. One more set of these. Other knee. And let the arms rest. Now grab a weight. It can be a dumbbell like we're using, just pretty light. Not too heavy, or you can use a rock or a can of vegetables or a water bottle. Okay, we're still sitting on the edge of our chair, sitting nice and tall. Now hold it in first. We're just gonna march. So we're just gonna continue marching, but we're going to change our center of gravity. Let's take that weight in one arm and just hold it a little bit. Now you don't have to hold it very high. You can keep it low, especially if it bothers your shoulder. So since that weight is out from the body, it's pulling us that direction, and it's harder for your core to keep the body nice and tall. And you're also working up here in the shoulder. All right, let's bring it around front. Grab it with both hands. Let's hold it out front. Legs are gonna get a little tired here. You don't have to lift that knee very high up off. Just try to get the foot to lift up off the floor. Are you pulling your navel in? Okay, let's move it to the other side. You can keep it low or a little higher, depends on your shoulder. So not only are you shifting that center of gravity, but we're also working the shoulder muscles isometrically without movement. Almost there. 4, 3, let's bring it in. Now, if you ever need to take a break and let those legs rest for a moment, please do. We're gonna finish by bringing it up overhead. Now, don't let it wander forward. Try to bring it straight up. Pull it back a little bit. You can keep those elbows bent, or the further up, the harder it is. If you need to rest the legs, you can. Just sit up tall. 8, 7, 6, 5. Now remember that knee up, pull down. Here we go. A little slower than the tempo of the music. Don't go too fast. So we've used this movement several times now, without the weight. And as a warm-up, one more. All right, bring it out in front. We're gonna kick that leg and bring it around, okay? Try to hold that weight out from the body a little. Straightening the leg, straighten, straighten. Woo, pull around. A lot of things working together here. One more each. And bring it in. Let's round the back. Let the back muscles and the core muscles relax a little. All right, raise. Now remember those elbow to knee. We're gonna do it with a little bit of weight this time. So, coming across. You're holding that weight just in front of your chin. Elbows are out. We've got quite a lot of rotation in this section. And one more. All right, widen up out those legs. Let's hang that weight in the middle. Tuck the chin. Let the weight pull you a little bit to round the back and stretch. Okay, keep your chair and keep your weight, and we'll keep working on all the different muscles in the body. Okay, we're still in our chair. We still get to keep sitting down, so that's good. But we'll be working hard on our core muscles, so maybe that's not good. All right, without the weight first. So we're sitting on the edge of the chair. We're going to be doing an alternating lean with a front kick. So it looks like this. You're gonna lean back a little. Now when you do that, don't round the back. Keep the shoulders back, the chest lifted. You're leaning. You're gonna push out through the heel like you're trying to push the door closed. So you lean and kick, and lean and kick. This is very similar to a martial arts front kick. So that's why I have my hands up around my face, because that's the ready position in martial arts movements, where you're protecting your face. It also makes those core muscles work harder when your arms are up. So you can keep them up, or you can help yourself a little using the chair. You're leaning and you're kicking. Woo! So you're just leaning back, pushing that door closed. And one more time. Okay, grab your weight. And when you do that, don't just randomly reach down. You need to squat down, even if you're in a chair. So lean with your back straight and grab it. Otherwise, we might hurt ourselves by reaching for it with the wrong form. Okay, we're going to be doing another lean. Now you can hold that weight just at your body, but a little easier to start with is actually out away from the body. Now you don't need to be straight armed, so just a little bit out, rounded arms. Your back is going to stay straight again, and we're leaning and front or back up. Maybe lean, maybe feel the chair back there, or maybe don't go that far. Now with the weight out in front, it's a good helper, it's a counterbalance. Now, try a few with it closer to the body. Whoa, you want to be pulled backward because that center of gravity is higher on the body. It's almost like holding it overhead. Back and front. So we're really taking our time on this segment to work all those abdominal muscles. You do not have to do just a bunch of sit-ups in order to strengthen your core. These are great exercises that you can do right in your chair. One more. Woo! Almost falling backward. All right, just roll those shoulders. Maybe round the back a little, let the back and the core rest. Now that leaning position, we're going to hold it this time. So you're still on the edge of the chair, pulling the navel in. We're gonna lean a little, not too far. Stick those elbows out and let's go back to a rotation, but this time it's side to side with no knee. You're leaning back. Back stays straight. Ooh. All right, and one more. And round. So this next one, we can just hold on to the weight for a moment. We're not going to be lifting it, just holding it. Okay. Now when we use our legs, when we lift our legs, that engages the deepest muscle in the abdominals, the one that runs side to side, and that one is responsible for stabilizing our back. So we're gonna dig down deep and get that innermost abdominal muscle. All right, sit tall. Your body will lean just a tiny bit though, but when you do, don't round. Okay, you're gonna lift one foot and hold. Now lift the other foot and hold. Whoa. You are leaning quite a bit actually, and down. Whew. Now if you need to kind of use your chair for support, you can put that weight down. All right, we're gonna lean. We're gonna start with the other leg this time, up and hold. And up and hold. And down. One more set of these. Lean, up, up, whoa. It's hard to balance on those sit bones. Down, and one more time. Back a little, other foot. Both of them. And down, let's round the back. You feel a lot of the fatigue in your low back on those. Okay, let's paddle a canoe. So we're just gonna go to one side. We're gonna take that paddle, sitting tall on the chair. We're gonna dip past the hip, up and around, and just stay on that side. Now you can make a small little movement, not a very big arm motion. Or if you want more back and shoulder and arm and chest muscles involved, then make a big old loop. As you turn and sweep past your hip, your body does lean a little bit. Ooh. And one more. Okay, we'll get to that other side, but first, widen out your feet. Let's hang that weight, arms are straight. We're gonna lean forward, keeping the back straight. Reach or swing up and down. You're pulling the navel in, not letting the back round at all. Just look at an angle out in front of you. 4, 3, one more. Works our back muscles. Okay, other side. Let's paddle that canoe. So we're gonna sweep down and around. You can make it small. You can make it big. It's up to you. The bigger the range of motion, the more muscles are involved. So you're still on the edge of your chair. Woo! How about one more? All right, let's come back to center. Tuck the chin, let the weight, pull those shoulders forward, rounding the back a little, really stretch. And then we'll get a drink of water and we'll keep going. Okay, we're gonna get the heart rate up again using our chair. So just set your weight aside. We're going to start standing. Legs are chair width apart. Just know where your chair is at all times, because in a moment we'll come to the chair and sit down. But right now we're just gonna start with those little hover pulses. Push through those heels as you're standing up. Now if you want to, add the knee up. If you want a little extra, you can always get those arms involved. That's a way to get the heart rate even higher. Or, if you feel like your heart rate's too high, leaving the arms out or lowering the arms is always a way to control the heart rate. Ooh, one more set. Up. And 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, let's make sure we know where that chair is. We're gonna sit to stand, or in this case, stand to sit. Now remember, you're leaning way over, keeping the shoulders pulled back. Use a countertop or a table if you need some extra help getting up. You can slow it down. You can speed it up. It's like doing a series of squats. But because we sit all the way down, that adds extra challenge at the bottom to get started. One more. And back down. Bring those legs closer in. elbows out. Let's do our jacks. Sit tall. Relax the shoulders. Don't let them bunch up. 8, 7, 6, 5. And go to those heel taps. I'm just alternating right now, one then the other. But pretty soon we can make them doubles if you want. 4, 3, back to jacks. So here's your double. Woo! Heel taps. Here's the double on that one. 4, 3, back to jacks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, heel taps. Remember, you can alternate. 4, 3, jacks. 4, 3, 2, heels. 4, 3, 2, jacks. Heels. Remember, alternate if you need to. One more set. Jacks. Heels. Woo! Bounce it out. Now always be readjusting your posture. Sit nice and tall. Okay, we're gonna go into those knee up, pull down. Here we go. 4, 3, front kicks, pull around. Knees up. Whoops, I'm pulling down. Not pushing up, but that's okay. Whatever will get your arms working. 4, 3, knees up, pull down. Sit tall. 4, 3, kicks. Whew. Almost done with these. Knee up. 4, 3, 2, kick, pull, pull, pull. Knees up. 4, 3, 2, kicks, pull around. Whew. March it out. Readjust. Let's widen out the feet. And come into a stop. Catch your breath. Let's do some sit to stands. Up. Remember, take your time. It's better to do just a few really good ones than a bunch of sloppy squats. Always pushing through the heels, shoulders back. So this is the last little cardio push that we're doing, keeping the heart rate up. One more, up and stand. Let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, up. Or you can bring those feet a little closer in. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. Knee. Knee. 1, 2, 3. So modify it any way that you want. Make it bigger, make it harder, or make it low. Maybe with no knee. Woo! One more time. Okay, widen. Match up with that chair. In 4, 3, down and up. All the way. Last few moments of sit to stands. All right, one more. Let's come on down. Woo. Okay. Now, those legs need a little stretch. We're just gonna finish all this, or this section up with just stepping out slowly, stepping back in. So do a few of those. It brings the heart rate down and stretches those hips. Okay, now we're going to continue with working the core by doing what I call a bridge. So we're going to use our chair. Let's step out a little further from the chair. The further out, the harder though, so keep your feet in a little close. We're going to put our hands on the edge of the chair, so kind of facing in. Now don't let your hands slide off. All right, what we're going to do is lift our hips up out of the chair and sit back down. So you're sliding out, lifting up. It's a bridge, working those core muscles. It's also, as you slide out and lift, you're squeezing those glutes and working the back of the legs. Now, do you feel your arms working also? It's a great one for the triceps. You probably would be best to pick a chair that's slippery. We have a cloth chair and it's holding on to our pants. So just do what you can. Squeeze those glutes. One more. Woo! And then we have to probably pull our pants up when we're done. Okay, we're sitting on the edge of the chair. We're going to continue with our core, just a couple more things. We'll do some crunches. So normally you would lay on the floor facing up and you would float up and down, moving that spine one vertebra at a time. We're going to do it sitting. So let's put our fingertips lightly on the back of the head. Elbows pulled back. Don't let them wander forward. Now we're going to start kind of at the top of the spine and just roll down, roll up, and pull back with the elbows. Roll down. Now we're never bringing those elbows together in front. Just keep them wide. And back. Roll. And back up. So by holding our hands on the back of our head and elbows back, that's working, kind of getting an additional workout for the shoulders, the back, and the arms. All right, last one there. Let's bring those arms down, let them rest. We'll be in that same prisoner position for the oblique crunch. So your obliques go around the torso. We'll be coming across, kind of like that elbow to knee, but we're going to leave the knees out of it this time. We'll be rolling down, one vertebra at a time. Okay, sit nice and tall. We're going to come down, not very far, back up. Let's go to the other side. So you're drawing the navel way back, like you're trying to touch that navel to the spine. Rolling down, rolling up. Now we don't want to strain the low back as we come down. So not too far. Roll and roll back up. So this whole time we've been sitting tall, keeping our back straight. This is different. This is rounding. All right, one more each side. And last one. All right, arms down, let them rest. We're going to do some leg stretching exercises. First, we're going to take this leg over here. We're going to scoot kind of off the chair. So hang off the chair a little bit. And hold on, don't let go of the chair. We're going to start with our toe on the floor And then just scoot that foot back, letting that knee drop down. And then we're going to sit tall. So don't hunch over, because that doesn't give you a very good stretch here. We want to be up tall. So you're stretching the hip flexors, the ones that lift the knees. So when we use the chair, those hip flexors get really tired. You're also stretching down into the quadriceps and up into the abdominals. Now if you can, stretch out that arm and pull it back and rotate like we did in the beginning. But this time we're hanging off the chair, so it's a little precarious. Be careful. All right, bring the arm around, bring it down. Let's scoot back to the center. And we're gonna straighten out that leg. On the heel, toe pulled in, leg is straight. Grab hold of the chair, throw those shoulders back, come on down. Let's stretch the back of that leg. So the hip flexor and the hamstring are two muscle groups that get really tight. And when they do, they pull on the pelvis, and the pelvis pulls on the spine, and then we end up with back pain. So we want to really keep those areas nice and flexible. Okay, let's scooch over to the other side. I'm gonna almost fall off the chair. And start on the toe and just drop that knee. Only as back as far as your hip will allow you. You're sitting nice and tall. So we really take our time on the stretches at the end of class, because at this point the muscles are nice and warm and they're soft and they're more pliable, and we can get a good stretch. All right, reach out, let's pull back. And let's come back around, come back to center. That leg that we were just stretching, let's put it out in front. Lock the knee, pull the toe in, hold on, shoulders back. Come on down. It's like you're trying to touch the chin to the toe or to the knee. But don't look down, that'll make your back round, and then we don't get a good stretch in the back of the leg. And then raise back up. We're gonna come around and fold the arms. Push forward, look down, feel the upper back stretching. And back up, sit tall, let's pull around. Get one more good rotation in the spine. That also stretches in our back and our shoulder blades. And around to the other side. Back to center. See if we can get our folded arms to the top of the head. Lengthen that spine. Reach up. I'd like to thank my helpers again, Luana and Nancy. And I want to thank the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center for letting us do these videos. Hopefully you got a great workout, and we'll see you again.